Checking out the Magic Cam again today. There's a couple things I wanted to add to the previous video I've done. Hopefully you've seen that one. If not, maybe check the corner. I think it should be up there. And take a look at that one first. These are some additional things that I wanted to talk about and some of the things that have changed since then. I released that video and I would say maybe 4 days later or 3 days later after I'd edited it, something got discovered, or at least it was shared around a bit more, which is it's Magic Cam prompt. Now, it stands to reason that there's a bit of a story behind how that thing came to be, and I want to make sure that everybody gets their dues for that. There's one guy which I spoke to about before I made this video. His name's the one Ron G. I'm going to share a video of his that he shared online, and that's, I think, sort of the first real show of what this can do. So give it 1 second, it's just coming up.
Here's how I text prompt Magic Cam. It's got to kind of be so that you can see only the text. All right, that should do it. Let's go back to the journal and refresh. One more refresh. Another one. It'll be here, don't worry. This is actually refreshing faster than normal. There it is.
So as you can see, what that meant is that we sort of all just have a way using the Magic Cam to generate images. It's obviously there's still a little bit of tied to the style with the Magic Cam, which is fine. I think that it's, sometimes restrictions can be fun, and it helps you play around with things in a certain way. But what it meant is that we can start to make some really fantastic images, things that obviously you're not standing in front of, and it gives it a cool little spin on it, plus the rabbit. I think all of that together makes for a really fun experience. So let me just show a couple of the pictures I've taken, or I didn't take them, a couple of the pictures I prompted with the Magic Cam. So there you have it. The other thing I like to do, generally speaking, whenever I have some sort of image generation, I like to make a couple pigs. So I'm going to show you a couple here, and then I'm going to guide you through how to do the prompt, just in case you didn't understand it from the other video, and a couple other tidbits we've got for it too. So those are just a couple pigs I like to make. I always love to make a good pig. It gives me a baseline test model. It's like, testing out the same meal at a restaurant every time you go. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a web page that someone on the Discord, shout out to .justin. I will put the link in the description down below in the video about how to use this prompt quite simply, and a way, if you don't know how to do it yourself, sort of guide you through the process. So if you head to this website, you will see some instructions there on how to do it. Have a brief read through all of that, and down the bottom you can see the text box which you can type into. Push that button and it will pop up with something easy for you to take the photo with. So as you can see, this is the result of that prompt. And there's one more thing that he's added since then, which is the prompting. If you see there, he's made a GPT that will allow you to easily prompt this thing. So here's the Ron Prompt Master. You type in here something that you'd like. So I've got a pig on a beach, smiling, in the style of the 1985 TMNT, which is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and the cartoon, yeah. So it'll come back with what would probably be generally distinctive of what you would use in a lot of the image prompting softwares. So that gives you a nice quick jump back to the web page. But if you copy that code and paste it in, you'll actually see at the top there it says it might be too long. So generally speaking, you'd want to lessen from this, because here you can see it's too big. So what I've done is I just lowered the amount of text in that prompt. Here you can see that. Bring that up. And I actually took that prompt with both the /imagine at the beginning and with the prompt and the apostrophe test. And here's the result of those. So the first one here is the imagine. And this one is the prompt. So as you can see, a really cool use of the Magic Cam, and I hope and I think, as far as I've seen online, they're going to be giving us a way to just directly prompt the Magic Cam from here. I'm not exactly sure how that's going to work yet. Hopefully it's coming in this week's update, which would be really great. Another thing I wanted to highlight here is just how good the camera is at actually recreating an image. I wanted to show you a quick slideshow of an image that I essentially made the first one. Don't ask me what it's about. And then I will take the same photo, a photo of that same image, over and over and over again to try and get it to recreate the image, to see how close it can get to it. It does a really fantastic job of doing that. So take a look at this. So as you can see, it you know, from where we started to where we ended, sure, did we lose that lady in the picture? She sort of ended up a little bit further down the row and then disappeared as we went. But the image is very much the same sort of image. It keeps a lot of the same parts, and so the camera is quite good at recognizing what it needs to recreate, which is something I really wanted to point out, because I feel like I've seen you know, some really great images, and that only comes from how good the Magic Cam is at recreating what it sees, or at least taking parts of what it sees and making it workable into a photo. So who knows? Look, they haven't changed the pixel style just yet. I feel like it's probably coming in a minute, and but until then, I'm still really enjoying it. Am I going to make a Magic Cam 3 video? Probably. At least when the style changes, I think I'll definitely be showing off some of those and talking through that. But until then, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes.